Hello, my name is Alicia Hester, and I am a student with the OSCC Northview Branch Adult Day program. Today I'm going to be teaching you the history of some popular board games. First, we're going to start off with a guessing game. Can you guess the original board game based off of the images? What popular game do you think this is? A. Scrabble, B. Monopoly, C. Chutes and Ladders, D. Checkers. The answer is B. Monopoly. Can you guess what this game is? A. Scrabble, B. Monopoly, C. Chutes and Ladders, or D. Sorry. The answer is D. Sorry. Can you guess what this game is? A. Scrabble, B. Monopoly, C. Chutes and Ladders, or D. Sorry. The answer is A. Scrabble. Can you guess what this game is? A. Scrabble, B. Checkers, C. Chutes and Ladders, or D. Sorry. The answer is C. Chutes and Ladders. The game Snakes and Ladders was originally named Moksha Patam and originated in India. The object of the game is to roll the dice and climb the ladders to get to the end of the game, but is hindered by the snakes, resulting in moving down the game back to the start. Snakes and Ladders are also called Chutes and Ladders and Bibles Ups and Downs. The game was first published by the Milton Bradley Company in 1943. The game traveled from India to England and had its name changed to the popular name we know today, Snakes and Ladders. In 1943, the Milton Bradley Company had changed the name of Chutes and Ladders to the name Snakes and Ladders. The game had been used as a tool for teaching good versus bad choices. The Indian virtues and vices of the game were replaced by English ones when it traveled to England. In the original picture of the game, there were pictures of animals and flowers and plants. As the game progressed throughout the years, that you started to see less and less of those depictions and more of the game that you see up the image on the right here. Monopoly. It is hard to say how the game really came to be. It is believed that the first game was developed by Elizabeth Maggie, who introduced the game to Charles Darrow. He took the idea of the game and changed it a bit to create Monopoly. The earliest version of Monopoly that is recorded is a game called the Landlord's game, created by Elizabeth Maggie, an American. It existed in 1902, but became patented in 1904. A bunch of different types of versions of the game was developed from 1906 to the 1930s. Elizabeth Maggie had come up with the idea of the game, but it was never credited to her. To play the game, it was buying and selling and the development of the land. The version of Monopoly in 1933 is very similar to the Monopoly that we have today. There was an episode on the show called History Detectives where they were investigating a wooden board game. And then they were able to tie that game back to the 1900s when the Landlord game had been invented. So it was believed that the game that in that show was the original version of Monopoly. Sorry, the game was based off an Indian board game called Pachisi, a cross and circle game. William Henry Story was the person who had filed for a patent for the game in England in 1929. The game was sold in the United Kingdom to another company. In the US, the Story game had become patented in 1933. A year later, the Parker brothers had added Sorry to their growing list of board games. Scrabble. The man who developed the game was Alfred M. Butts in 1931. It was later renamed to Scrabble, the name we know today. He mixed the elements of anagrams and classic crossword puzzles into the first game called Lexical. The name was later changed in the 30s to the 40s to Criss Crossword. Many companies turned down the invention, but he eventually found a company that was interested in producing the game. The game was then redefined in a new design and then named Scrabble and became trademarked in 1948. In 1952, another company called Schlow and Reiter bought the trademark and had all the rights to the game. The game has passed through many companies over the years. The company that owns Scrabble had been bought out by Coco, the owners of the Cabbage Patch dolls. But unfortunately, that company later declared bankruptcy and were then bought by Hasbro. It is estimated that Scrabble can be found in 3 out of 5 American homes. The game now can be played competitively. There are tournaments held where many highly skilled players compete to win. And now, in this day and age, there are apps where you can play it online on your phone. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a good day.